I'm Steph Garcia with D1 Ticker and CSA Connect, and I am delighted to be joined by University of Wisconsin Green Bay Athletic Director Josh Moon to discuss the open Associate AD for Development role with the Phoenix. Thanks for joining me, Josh.
Thanks, Steph. Appreciate it.
So you probably get this question all the time because you are new to your role here at UW Green Bay. But who are you as a leader? What is your leadership style, and what kind of culture are you developing with the Phoenix?
Yeah, great question. Thanks for having me. Really, my leadership style is going to be somebody that's hands off with our staff, but we're going to have a very focused mission on our student athlete experience here and really drive that every day. So are very aggressive with how we do things here and kind of trying to look at every single area our student athlete touches on a daily basis and really make that better than our competition. So we've got a lot of work to do here, but this role that we're going to talk about today is a key part of that.
Well, this role will report directly to you. So what traits do you value most in a senior leader?
Yeah, responsiveness and communication are probably the two things that are critical in, especially with a development position where being able to connect with a donor and those small details make a big difference. I was with a donor last weekend, and it's amazing how much they care about those small details. And generally speaking, those that have the capacity to do something big, everyone has those same traits. So being able to really understand that, and especially in a community like Green Bay, that's all about relationships. It's so important here to have those skills.
Well, this is a juicy role. They are going to be going after the major gifts, the leadership gifts, the legacy gifts. How does that relate to your long-term planning for, key growth initiatives for the department?
Yeah, this position it's really an exciting time because we're going through right now a kind of a mini campaign for athletics as part of a broader campaign for the university called Ignite the Fire. We're really looking at building a foundation for the future of Phoenix athletics and Division I athletics here, and being Northeast Wisconsin's Division I team. So for us right now, this position is going to jump right into that campaign and also focus on our annual fund and really try to double that in the next year is our goal. While also looking at long-term initiatives with facilities, capital improvements, sports portfolio, things like that. So there's a lot of great things that this person can be involved with.
Just kind of tapping into that a little deeper, you don't have to share your full secret vision, but what is kind of the biggest priority for you? Again, you're new to the chair, you're new to this community in this role. What's kind of the first thing you want to tackle, and how will this hire kind of assist you with that?
Relationships is number one, and it's the most important thing. Like probably any place, but especially Green Bay. We're in Titletown, and you take the Packers, and that same type of mentality is something that we strive for here. Where if you're around the Packers much, or a Packer fan, it's what's the key thing when you go to a Packer game? It's the relationship, it's tailgating, how friendly people are. So that's really what it's like here in Phoenix country or in Northeast Wisconsin. So those principles, you got to be able to, meet with people, maybe go eat some taco dip at somebody's house and have a few beverages. Just being able to get along with people and again, just, build those strong relationships and trust with their donors. So for us, we really need to raise more money. Obviously, I think everyone probably would say that in the country. But both the annual side, but then also some long-term strategic planning of how do we elevate Phoenix athletics to the next level, especially in this like turbulent time of Division I sports or Division I athletics. We want to be in a position of strength, and that's key in the next 5 years for us.
Is there any chance that we're going to be able to buy stock in the Phoenix instead of the Packers?
Yeah, you bet. I think we should look at that. That's a great thing. But yeah, that's obviously having them in this, having the Packers be a big proponent of UW Green Bay and Phoenix athletics. Mark Murphy is helps us on a weekly basis with things is phenomenal. So that's a tremendous asset for us, and we have to use that obviously to our strength.
So I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. You are quite an accomplished fundraiser yourself. Is it important to you that this hire is going to be someone who is as accomplished as you are? Or do you envision that you're going to still have a big presence in the fundraising side of your role as the athletic director?
I think that's the awesome thing is we've got a small team here, but we're going to be able to do a lot of different things from, as me as the AD here, I'm still doing a lot of stuff that probably a lot of ADs aren't doing from just from daily tasks and things, because that's the way we need to do it here. So we don't have the large staff. So from setting up a donor room for an event to, coordinating special events, like we had Coach Bo Ryan up here a couple weeks ago with our basketball staff and speaking to some alumni. So how do we? You got to be able to do all those things. So obviously wearing a lot of hats. So the person we clearly want a fundraising track record here, someone that knows how to do an annual fund, and really has done some major gifts in the past. Obviously that would help, but we're just looking for somebody that likes to get after it every day. Foot on the gas mentality and is attention to detail, and again just a great person that can get along with people. So I think that'll be our strength here, and hopefully we can find that right person.
I'm going to put you on the spot one more time. One of your first roles in athletics was in compliance, actually. Are you open to some innovative backgrounds for the person you're going to hire?
Yeah, that's a great question. I love the compliance background. I thought that was really helpful for me, just seeing that whole world for about 8 to 10 years before I transitioned more into a Division II AD, and then had those fundraising opportunities. So I think there's a lot of similarities in the skill set with compliance and development. Again, the attention to detail and really just making sure you do things from presentations to written proposals, things like that are done very professionally. So that really helped me in what I'm doing now. So I think we'd be open to any and all backgrounds. Obviously, I'd say for us right now, we probably need somebody with significant development experience. But again, we're open to take a look at anybody.
Okay, so last question for you. We were speaking offline about beautiful northern Wisconsin and just the great state of Wisconsin in general. Is this a role for someone who can handle the cold weather? I'm a Southeast girl. I don't know if I can handle the Green Bay winters. Tell us a little bit about living in Green Bay and what is the draw?
It's an amazing place. Obviously, Titletown in itself, it is. The people are amazing. There's a lot of investment in this. A lot of major companies that are headquartered here in the Fox Valley and Green Bay region. So there's a lot of investment going on. Microsoft just partnered with the Packers in terms of the whole development, Titletown tech development, and a lot of great things happening here that are cutting edge in the Midwest for sure, if not the entire country. So I think it's a vibrant community, and us being the only Division I athletic program north of Madison in the state of Wisconsin. So for us being Northeast Wisconsin Division I team, the Fox Valley and Green Bay region is a very large region. So for us, we've got to capture that environment and capture the passion of this whole region of the state for sure. So great people here. It does get cold. It's probably not as cold as when I was living on the prairie in South Dakota. So that I'd say it's probably a little colder than that, or colder there than it is here. So thus I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt today because it's okay. It's not that cold out. So yeah, you got to be able to enjoy the 4 seasons for sure. You don't get to do that in the Southeast, but you got to want to do that. But again, there's enough going on here. You can get to Milwaukee in an hour and a half. Madison's a couple hours, so it's easy place to get to a lot of places.
You know what? I feel like I'm sold. I'll just get that down jacket and head on up. Thank you so much for joining us, Josh. And we are excited to follow along with this search. Go Phoenix.
Thanks, Steph. Appreciate it. Go Phoenix.